Hello, welcome or welcome back. Today we are talking about doing the work and what that actually means when it comes to manifesting, because you are manifesting anyway, whether you're conscious of it or not. So what does it actually mean to do the work? That's what we're doing today. Stick around. My name is Hedley Derenzie and I am a qualified life coach. I'm an author and I am also super passionate about the amazing teachings of the law of assumption as originally taught by the great American mystic Neville Goddard. It is the stories that create our life. So if you want to change any part of your life, then you have to start by changing the story. And if you want to create the most amazing life, then you need to know how to tell the most amazing stories. And that's where these teachings can really help. And that is why I am here. I want to help you to tell the most amazing stories so you can experience the most amazing reality. It all starts with the stories that you're telling. So there are a number of ways you can work with me. I have one-to-one coaching. I also have quick coaching. I have a free 21-day set yourself up with the ultimate self-concept course. And I am on Instagram. You will find all of those details in the comments box below. So check that out, or you will find it at my website, youaretheone.com.au. Okay, let's get into it. So today we are talking about work. Oh my God, it's a word that generates some, it's polarizing, let's just say. And the reason that I say that is because when I use that word in some of my videos, I have received a few comments about not using that word and how it suggests that, it means that you've got to do more than you need to, or it's hard, or, you've got to do work, basically. Now, the reason that I use the word work, and Neville uses the word work, in fact, he says, be doers of the work, or it might be word, not just listeners, because it's not until you actually put these teachings into practical application that they really take on effect, and you can have incredible impact on your own life and on your own reality when you do the work, as in you take the action required to get what you want and manifest what you want and experience what you want in your reality. I wanted to look at this word work because it is kind of laden with negative connotations, and they are just simply assumptions that we have placed over that word unnecessarily, and perhaps because of past experiences that we may have had with work. And I certainly haven't enjoyed every job that I've had in my life, and I had a negative assumption about work for a long time until I do the work that I love and enjoy, and it's not work in that sense. As many of you know, I love etymology, which is the study of language, meaning where a word comes from, because it is the original definition of a word that implies what the word was originally designed for. And over time, words lose their meaning and they kind of point in other directions, and we lose those profound meanings of those words simply because we've just lost their original definition. So the term work actually just means, based on the original definition, to do. That's all that word means. Work just means to do. In other words, take action. So to act. So really, it's as simple as that. Now, any story that you're putting on work is yours based on your previous experiences with work, and we've come to define work as something that you get paid for, but that is not what that word originally was designed to mean. It simply means to do, take required action for the achievement of something. It has nothing to do with income, has nothing to do with business. Of course it does now, and it did then as well, but it also meant just what needs to happen in order for a result to take place. Now, when it comes to manifesting, you are manifesting whether you know it or not. You are the God of your reality, whether you know it or not. You are the cause of your reality through the consciousness you're holding, whether you know it or not. So this is happening whether you know it or not. Now, when you apply the work, as in the actions, to manifesting, that means you can wield your power a little bit more wisely, because most of us, not knowing the power that we have, not knowing that we're the gods of our reality, not knowing that consciousness is the cause of reality and it's just getting pushed back and reflected back to us, pushed out and reflected back, I should say, then we're wielding our power all over the place, very unconsciously, and it's usually based on old stories and old assumptions that were passed down to us from unknowing, unwitting parents who did their best with what they had. And so we just kind of carried on down the line, just kind of everyone's just like running around not knowing what's going on, what they're doing, and what this whole game is about. But thankfully, now that you have this awareness and you have this knowledge and you have these teachings, you know that you can actually do this a lot more consciously. However, it does require specific actions, as in work. No story around it. Does not mean that this is hard. By using the word work, I am not saying that this is hard. In fact, it's incredibly easy and it's incredibly simple. But yes, there's work involved, meaning, and yeah, I mean, what's the work that is required in order to consciously manifest what you want in your reality? Well, number one, you got to know what you want. That can take some work, meaning self-inquiry. That might mean sitting down with a journal and just writing and seeing what comes out, especially if you don't know what you want. So getting clear on what you want is super important in this work, because if you do not know what you want, you're going to be looking over there, you're going to be looking over there, maybe I want that, maybe I want that, maybe I want that, no, I don't want that, don't want that. Your reality is going to be like, whoa, I'm just going to like reflect back all sorts of weird shit until they kind of get their act together and give me some clear and direct message. So knowing what you want is really important, and if you don't know what you want, that may require taking some action in order to help you know what you want. And that action could be journaling, it could be meditating, it could be visualizing, it could be having a chat with a friend, having them ask you some questions, like, you know, talking it through, just getting clear on what it is that you want. Then you want to live in the end of already having what you want. That requires work. Not hard work, just requires taking action, meaning you have to be able to sit down, calm down your nervous system and get yourself into a really calm and relaxed meditative state, because you can't manifest, or generally you're not like at your creative best when you're in beta mode, when your brain is at sort of operating level of beta. You want to drop those brain waves down to a much slower, like even theta brainwave level, which is really slow, super relaxed, but still conscious. And then put yourself into the scene of already having what it is that you want and living that life as if you already have what it is you want, and coloring it in with your spiritual senses. So really seeing it, feeling it, smelling it, tasting it, touching it, really getting into that experience of already having the experience that you want and being the person that you are when you have that thing that you want. So that requires some work. I really don't know how else to say it. Like, it's so simple. It's really simple. It's not hard. The hardness is the story that we place on that word work. But just remember, the word work just means to do. That's it. To do. There are some things we have to do in order to get what we want. Yay! What are some of the other work that we have to do? You have to hold the assumptions that are going to help support you getting what you want. So one assumption might be that everything always works out in my favor. Now, if that's not an assumption that you have been brought up with, and that's not an assumption that you've lived with, and it's not an assumption that's really embedded in your consciousness, that requires some work. What is that work? Repeating that assumption on a daily basis until your subconscious has really got the message that yes, everything always works out in my favor. I always get what I want, even if I can't see it right now. I know that everything is organizing itself in my reality so that I get what I want and I have the experience that I want. I'm worthy is another good one to have. I am deserving. I am valued. I am loved. So really working on your self-concept and making sure that is really solid and stable and consistent. That's the story that you're telling about yourself that is going to help you get what you want. So if you know you're worthy and deserving of everything that you want, it's going to be super easy for your reality to show up and reflect back what it is that you want. Now, how do you work on your self-concept? Work means to do. So you would remind yourself of that every morning. So every morning when I wake up, I have a little poem that I say to myself. I stand up and now I look over my amazing view of the treetops and the ocean, and I say to myself, I'm the creator of my reality. And now I really am the creator of my reality, because I am looking out at this amazing view going, whoa. It was only 5 months ago that I had the idea to live in my dream home, which actually had this elevation and the sounds of the ocean. And, like it was, that was just an image in my imagination 5 months ago. And now I'm actually standing up in my bedroom and looking over this incredible vista and saying to myself, I am the creator of my reality. I am the superstar of my show. Like, I'm the one writing the script. It's up to me. What do I want to experience in my reality? So that is your self-concept, and that requires a bit of work for me, because I had a negative self-concept for a very long time. So the work that I do is I remind myself of that every day and night. Sometimes I forget, but we do our best. So yes, that's all I wanted to share with you. Please remember that you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you and assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. And this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you. If you would like support with anything that I've talked about in this video, as I said, I am available for coaching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and share. And if you are new and you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.